Welcome to the next session. Today we shall elaborate more on two-port networks. So in general what we can continue is that any electrical circuit which consists of multiple resistances for the time being can be considered to be analyzed with the help of four parameters which the two ports will observe in between. So any complex electric circuit can be represented as seen between two ports. I will repeat. Any complex Thevenin's theorem was telling us that any complex network consisting of voltage sources and impedances can be looked as a single voltage source and a single impedance between any 2 points of interest. Whereas now two-port network parameter phenomenon provides us a method by which you can look any complex network of resistances in between as regards to its observation relationship between two ports, and the port numbering is also important: 1, 1 dash, 2, 2 dash, where the voltage measured from means if we connect we can see these are two terminals. We can connect voltage here, we can connect voltage here, whatever we want we can do. So if we connect voltage here is V1, current here is I1, current here is I2, and voltage here is V2. So voltage means if nothing, remember, if nothing is connected, if only resistance network is there, all V1, V2, I1, I2 are zeros. All V1, V2, I1, I2 are zeros. So if at any point of time by any reason you may connect some voltage source that will give some voltage here, that will produce some voltage here. When you connect some voltage source, that will give some current here. If you short this, there will be some more current. So remember very carefully that two-port network parameters do not give us any values of voltage or currents. Two-port network parameter technique tells us the method in which voltage and currents at two ports are related to each other, and obviously all zero is always a trivial solution, where if nothing is connected, V1, V2, I1, I2 are zeros. Therefore, whenever we equate them using some relationship, there should not be any constant in the equation, because for zero voltage, zero current, for zero current, zero voltage, means if two of them are zero, all have to be zero. Then, the next thing is, how do we interpolate? If means in this, if you connect something here, you will observe something here. If you connect something here, you will observe something here. If you connect both voltage sources here, you will get some currents here. So, means two-port network parameters provide us a relationship between V1, V2, I1, I2. V1, V2, I1, I2, and they provide relationship with the help of four constants, four parameters that can be seen in different ways. So, in a gist, there are two voltages and two currents. V1, V2 measured from 1, 1 dash, I1 current entering into 1, and same, it is obvious that same must leave from this end. Same V2 is the voltage from 2 to 2 dash, I2 is the current flowing into the network from 2 and exiting from 2 dash. So V1, I1, V2, I2 are related by a set of parameters. There are four parameters, and there is a method by which any two can be expressed as linear combination of remaining two. Any two can be expressed as linear combination of remaining two. So, if we decide that V1 and V2, that is voltage parameters, are to be expressed as linear combination of I1 and I2 with the help of four constants for the given circuit, what will happen? That V1 will be something into I1 plus something into I2, V2 will be some other thing into I1 plus some other thing into I2, and the units of these parameters would be ohms, Therefore, these are called as impedance parameters. Voltage and current here can be, right now we are considering DC voltages, but you will come to know, you might have studied in previous year, that we can also go for AC voltage, where the capacitor and inductor are having the concept of reactance, and resistance plus reactance is as impedance. Right now we don't go for that, but in that context the unit of the parameters is ohm, and ohm is a general unit of impedance, not necessarily resistance. So these are called as impedance parameter. Z parameters or impedance parameters, where we express voltage V1 voltage V1 and voltage V2 are linear combination of Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 plus Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Now it is just like a scholarship algebra, I will say, that it is a circuit which includes various resistances. Then by some arrangement, also if inside that it is not necessary that you should connect a voltage here also. If you connect something inside, that will also give rise to some voltage here, some current here, some voltage here, some current here. So if that gives rise to some voltage and some current, in that case also they will obey the same relationship. Even if you insert some voltage source inside, still that will give you the relationship between voltage and current at two ports. I change the medium of instruction and explain in Marathi. मल्टिपल रेजिस्टन्सेसचं एक नेटवर्क असेल तर त्या नेटवर्कमध्ये तुम्ही 4 पॉइंट्स करायचे, एकाला पोर्ट 1 म्हणायचं. पोर्ट 1 ची टर्मिनल्सचा ऑर्डर महत्त्वाचे, 1 1 डॅश, कारण व्होल्टेज आपण त्या 1 पासून 1 डॅश पर्यंत मोजतो म्हणून. 2 2 डॅश, तर 1 1 डॅश हे एक पोर्ट, 2 2 डॅश हे एक पोर्ट. 1 1 डॅश चं व्होल्टेज V1, 2 2 डॅश व्होल्टेज V2. 1 मधनं आत जाणारे करंट, आत जाणारा करंट I1, 2 मधनं आत जाणारा करंट I2. तोच करंट 1 डॅश मधनं बाहेर येतो I1, 2 डॅश मधनं बाहेर येतो I2. तर असे व्होल्टेज करंट जर का असतील तर दिलेल्या त्या सर्किटला, ज्यामध्ये मल्टिपल रेजिस्टन्सेस आहेत, तर व्होल्टेज आणि करंट ह्या दोन पोर्टचे V1 I1 V2 I2 यामध्ये एक निश्चित एक रिलेशनशिप असतं की ज्यामध्ये त्यातले कुठलेही दोन, म्हणजे दोन्ही व्होल्टेज ही दोन्ही करंटचं लिनियर कॉम्बिनेशन, दोन्ही करंटचे दोन्ही व्होल्टेजचं लिनियर कॉम्बिनेशन, किंवा कसंही कुठल्याही प्रकारे तुम्ही ते सांगू शकता. तर ते ज्या प्रकारे आपण सांगतो त्याला टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क पॅरामीटर म्हणतात. म्हणजे पूर्ण सर्किट हे आपण 4 पॅरामीटर्स वापरून सांगू शकतो. किती मोठं सर्किट असू दे, दिलेल्या सर्किटला आपण 4 पॅरामीटर्स काढू शकतो. तर ते दिलेलं सर्किट आणि ते 4 पॅरामीटर असणार दुसरं सर्किट, दोन्ही सर्किटची पॅरामीटर्स एक असतील तर दोन्ही सर्किटचं त्या स्पेसिफिक पोर्ट्स मधलं एकमेकातलं बिहेवियर सेम असतं. So voltages are expressed as linear combination of currents. Now this is one way of expressing two-port network parameters. There are multiple ways. The next way of expressing is called as admittance parameters or Y parameters. One thing is very clear. Once the parameters are defined, the method of definition is two of the voltages or currents. We have 4 terms: V1, V2, I1, I2. Any two of them can be expressed as weighted sum of remaining two. For a two-port network, any two of V1, V2, I1, I2 is getting expressed as linear combination, is a scientific word, or weighted sum of remaining two. Here we are expressing voltages as linear combination or weighted sum of currents. the units of these weights would be ohms. So these are called as Z parameters or impedance parameters. Z parameters or impedance parameters. Similarly, we can also express same thing in a different way. That is, currents I1 and I2 are expressed as weighted sum of voltages. I1 is equal to something into V1 plus some other thing into V2 plus something else into, I2 is equal to something else into V1 and plus something other else into V2. So in this case, what will happen? Voltage multiplied by something would be current, so that would be mhos. Voltage upon resistance is current. Upon means 1 upon ohm. 1 upon ohm is called as mhos, and the parameters are called as Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22. Y21, Y22. So these are called as Y parameters or admittance parameters. These are called as Y parameters or admittance parameters. Earlier parameters were Z parameters or impedance parameters, or there was one more name also, it was open circuit parameters. Now for this, just by its contrast, Y parameters or admittance parameters, or the name would be short circuit parameters. Why? That will explain very briefly. Now we try to, instead of explaining many things just by words, many times you find that solving something gives us a better understanding. So now we may take something different. You will be also bored each time by taking the same one. One dash, two dash. This we keep 1 ohm. We keep value simple, 1 ohm, 2 ohm. And the question is, find Y parameters for the given circuit. Find Y parameters for the given circuit. Obviously, what you are having with you, two voltage sources. You can use both of them or you can use one of them, and two ammeters and 2 voltmeters. So what will you put? You will be putting one ammeter here, that will give you I1. You are putting another ammeter here, that will be giving you I2. You are putting one voltmeter here, that will be giving you V1. You are putting another voltmeter here. Arrow is shown to indicate the direction of the voltmeter ammeter to be used. This will give you V2. So 4 meters are put. You have voltage source in your hand, one voltage source which you can change any voltage. You have other also, but one is sufficient, and we will be using 1 volt only because that simplifies the things. Now we want to find I1. How you are going to find Y11? The question is to using or for the given network by actually find out the parameters by performing an experiment using a voltage source, 1 or 2, 1 is enough, but let us say 2 are also available if you require, and voltmeter and ammeters. So I explain again in Marathi, then you can pause for some time. After putting pause for some time, you can find out your own answer and you can verify the answer, or if you are unable to find, you can watch the video to know the answer. तर आता हे सर्किट दिलेलं आहे, रेझिस्टरचे सर्किट आहे, त्याचे चार टर्मिनल्स आहेत, 2 टर्मिनल दिलेल्या ऑर्डरमध्ये पोर्ट 1 डॅश 2 डॅश, पोर्ट 1 पोर्ट 2, 2 व्होल्टमीटर 2 अॅमीटर दिलेले आहेत की जे आपण पोर्ट 1 पोर्ट 2 एकमेकांच्या ठिकाणी जोडलेले आहेत. 2 व्होल्टमीटर 2 अॅमीटर दिल्यानंतर एक तुम्हाला व्होल्टेज सोर्स दिला, तो तुम्ही किती व्होल्टेजला सेट करू शकता. कॉन्स्टंट व्होल्टेज सोर्स आहे, 1 आहे 2 आहे, तुमच्या हवे तितके आहेत. तर व्होल्टमीटर अॅमीटर लावायचे, व्होल्टेज सोर्स कुठे ते व्होल्टेज द्यायचं, 1 द्या 2 द्या, आणि पॅरामीटर्स व्हॅल्यूज काढायच्या. So you can start experiment, you can start thinking now. Put video in pause mode, put the YouTube video in pause mode, think for a while and come to the answer. Okay, now we have to find 4 parameters. Suppose if it is said that you are such an extraordinary person who is able to think on all 4 parameters simultaneously, it is an exception. So when a question is asked, in what normal person will do? Normal person will find parameters one by one. Is the idea clear? काय सांगितलंय? Y दिलेल्या सर्किटचे Y पॅरामीटर्स काढणे. Y पॅरामीटर म्हणजे काय असतात? Y पॅरामीटर म्हणजे करंट्स हे व्होल्टेजेसचं वेटेड सम ज्या पॅरामीटर्सचा वापर करून रिप्रेझेंट केलेले आहेत ती वेट्स. करंट दोन्ही करंट हे दोन्ही व्होल्टेजची वेटेड सम म्हणून एक्सप्रेस करता येतात. तर ती वेट्स म्हणजे वाय पॅरामीटर्स. दिलेल्या सर्किटचे वाय पॅरामीटर्स काढायचे आहेत. फॉर्म्युला काय आहे? I1 इक्वल टू Y11 V1 प्लस Y12 V2, I2 इज इक्वल टू Y21 V1 प्लस Y22 V2. तर यातले Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22 काढायचे. मग चारही एकदम काढायचं, आपण जास्त जीवाला त्रास करून घ्यायचा नाही. सो वी स्टार्ट फॉर फाइंडिंग आउट Y11. So how can you find Y11? If you measure, so first of all you will say that I will have my 1 volt voltage source. I will have my 1 volt voltage source which is given to me, and I will connect that at port 1. Obvious, ideal voltage source is there. When I say ideal, it is the what we can say constant voltage source under some constraints using regulated power supply which you use in the laboratory. So I will connect this 1 volt voltage source here. So with that I would be able to measure V1. I will be able to measure V1. V1 will show some reading. What reading it will show? It will show 1 volt because it's a ideal voltage source. This current meter I1 will show some reading. So I will get I1. I will get V1. This voltmeter will also show some reading. I know V2. So I can put I1 value I observe is equal to something into V1 plus something into V2. So what I know, I read ammeter 1, I read voltmeter 1, I read voltmeter 2, and I can put one equation. But the problem is that I have started to find what? Y11. So one reading is combination of Y11 into this reading plus Y12 into this reading. So I get some equation which is something into Y1 plus something into some. Now I know this, I know this, I know this. So what I want to find? Y11. So something into Y11 plus something into Y12 is equal to something. So Y12 has come in between. I started to perform experiment. I started to perform experiment to find Y11, but I don't get direct equation Y11 because of something which is quite obvious, because I1 is linear combination of both voltages. Now if you want what, so we are having a clear-cut practical policy. It is not use and throw policy. Just means this is not to be applied in human relationship scenario. In finding the answers in mathematical things, when we want to find the answers, we can be practical. म्हणजे काय, मला काय पाहिजे आहे? Y11 पाहिजे आहे. म्हणजे Y11 पाहिजे म्हणजे Y12 ला फेकून द्यायला पाहिजे. So I should somehow get rid of Y12. How I can get rid of? If I make V2 0, the first equation will become I1 equal to Y11 V1. Is it clear? If I make V2 0, first equation will become I1 equal to Y11 V1, and if I know I1 and if I know V1, Y11 will be equal to I1 upon V1, provided that V2 is 0. How we can make V2 0? Short it, no problem. So just have a short here. So just put a short. The moment at which you, regarding I2, you need not bother. When you put a short, this will show you 0. When this shows you 0, then the first equation will give me I1 is equal to Y11 V1. So or y11, that will give rise to y11 is equal to I1 upon V1, provided that V20 or port 2 short or port 2 short. I1 is equal to y11 V1, where y11 is equal to I1 upon V1 with port 2 short. So what will happen now? If I make port 2 short, that will give rise to what? So while performing the experiment, to find y11, you keep port 2 short. In a sense, these are called as short circuit parameters. To find out value of one parameter, you have to make one port short. So this is 1 volt. What is V1? V1 is 1 volt. So I1 is y11 is equal to I1 upon V1. V1 is 1 volt. Find I1. So what will be reading of I1? It is very simple now. I hope that now ammeters and voltmeters I don't show separately, you assume them. Because if I show them unnecessarily, what happens is that it occupies space and gives some distraction. So now what will happen? This is I1, this is V1. V1 is 1 volt. What is I1? How much current will flow? Effective resistance is what? So this is shorted. So this 2 ohm is gone. So this is this point. So 1 ohm parallel with 1 ohm, total resistance is, effective resistance is 0.5 ohm. Effective resistance is 1 ohm, parallel 1 ohm is 0.5 ohm, 1 volt. So current would be, current I1 would be 1 volt upon 0.5, that is 2 amperes. So V1 is 1 volt, I1 is 2 amperes. So y11 is equal to half or 0.5. y11 is equal to half or 0.5. y11 is equal to half or 0.5. Now, with port 2 short, here itself you can find one more parameter. What is y21? y21 is equal to I2 upon V1, port 2 short or V20. So here what will happen now? What will happen? What is V1? V1 is 1 volt and V1 is 1 volt and this is now effectively bypassed. So what is I2? What is I2? What will be I2 in this case? This is I1. I1 is 2 amperes. So these two are equal arms, 1 ohm, 1 ohm. We solve it by common sense, otherwise it may take some time. So as these two are equal arms, 1 ampere will flow here, 1 ampere will flow here. 1 ampere here, 1 ampere here. I1 is 2 amperes, 1 ampere here, 1 ampere here. So that 1 ampere will flow in this manner because this is short, so nothing will flow here. So 1 ampere is flowing in this. What is I2? I2 is the current flowing in this direction. How much current is flowing? 1 ampere. So in this direction, so I2 is equal to minus 1 ampere. I2 is equal to minus 1 ampere. So y21 is equal to 1 volt upon, y21 is equal to minus 1 ampere. Y21 is equal to minus 1 ampere upon 1 volt. So y21 is equal to minus 1 upon 1. So y21 is equal to minus 1. y21 is equal to minus 1. So we have found y11, we have found y21. Now we have to find remaining parameters. So how to find y12 and y22. To find y12, effect of V1 must be nullified. So this port must be shorted. To find y22, again this port must be shorted. So if the port is shorted, we can apply voltage there. So we have to apply voltage at other end. So what needs to be done? The idea is very simple again. You have 1 volt source. Always keep that 1 volt only. No need to change. You can change, but that is immaterial because it keeps the thing simple for calculation. So connect 1 volt here and short this. So you connect 1 volt here and short this. What will happen now? What is y12? We first use simple is to find y22. What is y22? Y22 is equal to I2 if V1 is 0, if port 1 is short, then Y22 is equal to I2 upon V2. Y22 is I2 upon V2 provided that V1 is 0 or port 1 is short. Or port 1 is short. So in this case, what will happen? In this case, this is V2 is 1 volt. This is shorted. So what will happen? This goes out. So 1 parallel 2. So effectively this is 1 ohm parallel 1 ohm parallel 2 ohm. 1 ohm parallel 2 ohm is 2 by 3 ohm. So I2 is equal to V2, that is 1 volt upon 2 by 3. So I2 is equal to 3 by 2. I2 is 3 by 2. I2 is 3 by 2. I think I am extremely sorry. In previous one, I made a small mistake that Y11 was I1 upon V1. So it is not half. I1 is 2. So in this case now, I2 is 3 by 2, V2 is 2. So Y22 is, sorry, I2 is 3 by 2, V2 is 1. So Y22 is 3 by 2. Y22 is 3 by 2. Now, we go for next, that is, now we go for last one, that is finding y12. What is y12? Y12 is equal to y12 is equal to I1 upon V2 provided V1 is 0 or P1 is short. So now what is V2 here? V2 is 1 volt. What is I2? I2 you have found. I2 is 2 by 3. I2 is 2 by 3. I2 is 2 by 3. Now of this 2 by 3, something will come here and something will come here. Exactly in opposite way which we discussed last time. So out of this 2 by 3, this is 2 and this is 1. So by common sense, not common sense, by simple calculation, 1 by 3 will come, currents flow in the reverse ratio of resistances. So 1 by 3 will come here. Sorry. Current is 3 by 2, not 2. Current is 3 by 2. So 1 and half. Current is 1 and half. So out of this 3 by 2, half will come here and 1 will come here. Is it clear? Out of, this is short, so it is 3, 2 and 1. Current is 3 by 2. Out of 3 by 2, this is twice than this. So current here will be twice than this current, total current is 3 by 2. So this is half and this is 1 ampere. So this is 1 ampere flow in this direction. This is resistance, it is short, so nothing will flow here. So I1 is this This is 1 ampere. So 1 ampere is I1. 1 ampere is will flow in this case, but I1 is in this case. So I1 is equal to minus 1 ampere. I1 is equal to minus 1 ampere. V2 is equal to 1 volt. So Y12 is equal to minus 1 upon 1, that is 1. So the units are moles. Units are moles. Minus 1. So Y12 is minus 1 mole. So for the given circuit, we have found out the admittance parameters or short circuit parameters. Admittance parameters or short circuit parameters. Is the idea clear? So this tells us about the both two sets of parameters, Z parameters or impedance parameters and Y parameters or admittance parameters. So the next set of parameters is hybrid parameters, which we will be taking a break, and immediately after taking the break we will go for hybrid parameters.